A few hours before a massive earthquake hits, something strange happens. Birds stop singing. Dogs start pacing in circles. Fish leap out of ponds for no reason. Snakes crawl out of their underground burrows in the middle of winter. And humans? We notice absolutely nothing. We are sleeping, eating dinner, scrolling on our phones, completely unaware that the ground beneath us is about to shake violently. But the animals already know. Stay till the end, because the last part of this video will completely change how you think about the senses humans lost and the ones animals never gave up. For thousands of years, people across the world have reported the exact same strange pattern. Right before a major earthquake, animals behave like something is deeply wrong, long before any human feels a single tremor. This is not folklore. This is not superstition. Scientists have documented it across multiple countries, multiple earthquakes, and multiple species. So what are animals actually sensing? And why can't we sense it too? Act 1. The warning nobody believed. In 1975, in Haicheng, China, something happened that still puzzles scientists today. In the weeks before a massive earthquake struck the city, officials began receiving unusual reports. Snakes were leaving their burrows in the middle of winter, when they should have been hibernating. Some literally froze to death on the surface because they left shelter too early. Chickens refused to lay eggs. Pigs gnawed through wooden pens, trying to escape. Rats were seen fleeing buildings in broad daylight, completely unafraid of humans walking nearby. Local officials, combined with seismic data, made the unprecedented decision to evacuate the city. Hours later, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake leveled Haicheng. Because of that evacuation, tens of thousands of lives were saved. This event became one of the most famous examples in history of animals appearing to predict a natural disaster before humans had any technological warning at all. But Haicheng was not an isolated case. Reports from earthquakes in Italy, Japan, and Greece describe the same pattern. Toads gathering in massive groups and abandoning ponds. Cows refusing to enter barns. Dogs howling for hours with no apparent trigger. Birds going completely silent in forests that are normally full of constant noise. Act 2. What are they actually sensing? So what is really happening here? What are animals picking up that we are completely missing? Scientists have several theories, and the truth is probably a combination of all of them. The first theory involves something called P waves. Before the destructive shaking of an earthquake, the part humans actually feel, the Earth releases faster, weaker seismic waves called primary waves. These travel ahead of the main shock wave. Some researchers believe certain animals, especially those with bodies close to the ground like snakes and rodents, can feel these faint vibrations through their skin or feet long before humans notice anything at all. The second theory is even stranger. It involves electromagnetic changes. Right before an earthquake, the immense pressure building up underground can cause rocks to release electrical charges and even alter the local electromagnetic field. Some scientists believe certain animals, particularly those with magnetic sensing abilities like some birds and fish, may detect these invisible shifts in the environment. The third theory involves gas. As underground pressure builds, certain gases like radon can seep upward through tiny cracks in the Earth's crust, days or even weeks before an earthquake. Animals with extraordinarily sensitive smell, like dogs and snakes, may be detecting chemical changes in the air that are completely invisible to human senses. And then there is something even simpler that researchers in Germany discovered using sensors attached to farm animals. Cows, sheep, and dogs showed measurable changes in movement and restlessness hours before seismic activity, in patterns too consistent to be random. Whatever the exact mechanism, one thing is increasingly clear. Animals appear to be reading signals from the Earth that exist completely outside human perception. Act 3. Why humans lost this ability? Here's the question that should genuinely bother you. If animals can sense this, why can't we? The honest answer is that we probably could, once. Ancient humans lived far closer to the natural rhythms of the Earth than we do today. They slept on the ground. They walked barefoot. They spent every waking hour outdoors. deeply attuned to subtle changes in animal behavior, air pressure, and ground vibration, because their survival depended on it. Modern life has stripped away almost all of that sensitivity. We sleep on raised beds, inside insulated buildings, wearing shoes that disconnect our feet from the ground. We are surrounded by artificial light, electronic noise, and constant distraction. Whatever subtle biological sensors we once had for detecting these signals have likely atrophied from disuse over thousands of years of civilization. We did not lose the ability because we evolved past it. We lost it because we stopped needing it for survival in the way our ancestors once did. So here is what you now know that most people never stop to think about. Animals are not predicting earthquakes through some mystical sixth sense. They are reading real, physical signals from the Earth itself. Faint vibrations, electromagnetic shifts, trace gases rising through the soil. Signals that exist all around us, all the time, completely ignored by human senses that have grown comfortable and disconnected. The silence before an earthquake is not animals sensing something supernatural. It is animals doing exactly what they have always done, paying close, constant attention to the world around them, in ways modern humans simply stopped practicing. And that raises an uncomfortable question worth sitting with. How much information is the world constantly giving us, right now, in this very moment, that we have simply trained ourselves not to notice? The animals never stopped listening. We are the ones who stopped paying attention.